Welcome back, everybody. This is my 1951 Ford Power Stroke swapped shoebox. What happened was I walked out of the parts store a couple days ago, saw my car sitting at ride height because I didn't air it down because I was going to be in and out real quick and didn't want to mess with it. And I didn't like what I saw. Nope, didn't. It might be tough for some to see, but for this thing to operate correctly with the front suspension, this is where it needs to be aired up to in the front and the rear. The rear's ride height, the front's ride height. It's too high. It's way too freaking high. It needs to come down. I like the whole lead sled layback deal, but that's too much, brother. That's just way too much. So that's at 28 inches to the bottom of the lip there. And we need to come down about 2 inches minimum, easily, to get us closer to what I like. Not only that, if you sit in there, you're looking up at the sky the entire time and you really can't see what's in front of you. I make it work, I'm not worried about it, but let's just fix it. Things we gotta take into consideration when we do something like this on a car like this. Clearance issues. We haven't got a lot of room down there for a lot of things. There's not a whole lot of room underneath here to the top of the tire. I think I measured it, I got about 3 inches, maybe a little less. So we should be close. Everything else I think is gonna work as far as I can tell. If we gotta make some room on some things, we'll make some room on some things. But I got my battery in there, the intercooler pipes, everything. The big question is should I, Simon, be pulling this car apart 2 weeks before I'm supposed to be back to the 50s with it? And the answer is, yeah, I'm not happy with it. Let's make it right. Let's make it the way I want it, and then we're fine. Why go with it if I'm not happy with it? It's gonna bug me. Boy, is it gonna bug me. I'm telling myself this should be relatively easy and quick and painless because it's all practically new. It hasn't even been together for a year yet, so I'd probably just jinxed myself. Oh look, that's right, I got a block heater. I forgot about that. Oh, that's the wrong way. Nope, that's the wrong way. Oh, there we go. Third way is the right way. Why am I using the mechanical version? Wrong way. That was way quicker. We need a thing. Oh no! I should have grabbed my specialty tool for this. Oh no, we're just, oh Jesus. Stop. I guess we'll just set that up there for now. Oh no. Oh. I'm so glad that didn't land dirt side down. A little trick I've learned over the years of dropping this damn stuff on the ground, especially working on dirt roads. Little rag. That way if it falls on a rag. You're welcome. We got her off. The good thing is my brake line started leaking, so we'll have to fix that before we put it together. And my steering tie rod was just spinning in there, so we'll probably replace some of those steering parts that I never did before the build off because I was trying to stay within budget. I bought Beltec drop spindles. Why Beltec? Well, they had the best reviews I could find and they were on sale, so they were almost as cheap as the budget stuff. Trust me, there was way more expensive stuff I could have bought. Brake lines, dust shields, measure this, cut that. Yeah, we don't. That's probably fine. That is some thick foam. That could be a seat cushion. So, drop spindles. What are they and how do they work? I've never done them before, but I'll show you what I know. You can definitely see how this one's lower than that one. That's how you basically raise the wheel up, brings the car down. That's all there is to it. So now we should be able to just put it all back together. look at me, doing it all to torque and everything. No, seriously, look at me. They even sent me some cotter pins. They must have known who I was. That seems like something they don't do for everybody. Oh, they do that for everybody? Guess I'm not that special. Alrighty then. Ow, just pinched my damn finger myself. Oh, damn it. Just put my hand on the greasy frickin' washer. And I smashed it into the dirt, so it's got grit all over it now, so that's good for the bearings. We better make sure we get that nice and clean, or Simon's gonna be doing wheel bearings on the side of the road somewhere. All right, that wasn't so bad. New spindle's on. Gotta fix my brakes now, but the new spindle's on. So, being I had to beat the old tie rod out, we might as well take the opportunity to switch them. I just ballparked it as close as I could to the other set measurements, and we're just gonna slap them in. If it needs some tweaking, we'll tweak it. That's all there is to it. It needs an alignment anyways. As long as we're not going down the road like this, we'll get her in the ballpark-ish. They're not Moog, Maug, however you say it. They're whatever economical daily driver brand was available on Rock Auto is what they are. So we're just gonna slap these in. Probably have to make a run to town to go get a frickin' brake line if I have time. And then get the other side done. Easy peasy, pretty simple. Literally grease over everything. We just put that caliper on, and technically, minus a little tie rod adjustment and fixing a leaky brake line, this side's done. Oh yeah, perfect. Give it back. It's mine, I want it. Give it to me. What? Well, this is being stubborn. There, that's how easy it is to swap a spindle on a 96 S10 / Ford strokebox. I say we slap that wheel on there, jack her to the sky, and make sure we ain't got no clearancing issues, that we should put it all back together the way it was. We have one brake line that's touching the inside of the wheel, but honestly, that's pretty minor. We'll just flex her back a little bit so she's not even touching it. I'd show you, but you really can't see it because I can barely see it. And we should be golden. It's gonna have a little tuck now, a little more than before. Sweet! Well, it came apart just like it was supposed to. It's amazing when you don't have that big ass spring in there. The danger level really goes down on this whole kind of job. The brake line's not even leaking, so we're winning there. We are losing in other areas though. This ball joint is more of a ball now, not so much of a joint. It doesn't go up and down yet, but there's like nothing left in it. So I should just replace that while I got it apart. This wheel bearing, I was like, why does everything look so gray in there and dried out? This outer wheel bearing failed. Straight up broke and failed. Let me see if I can clean it up here. Oh, right in the kisser. I wondered about these wheel bearings when I put them in with these plastic cages. I'm like, ooh, is that gonna be good enough? And well, I don't know if it was the cage that failed or just the bearing that failed, but she failed bad. So we gotta track down wheel bearings. I'm gonna see if I can't find something a little heavier duty, if they make such a thing for an S10. Same with these joints. The bottom one's freaking tight still. We may be keeping wheel bearings and ball joints in the car somewhere as spares. I will say the driver's side was perfect. Didn't look like it had any issues. This one clearly is different. So I'm about as far as I can go now. I'm not gonna put it together with junk just to see how laid out she gets, because that seems like a waste of my time and yours. So I gotta track down parts and then we'll get back to it. Annoying.
The next day.
Well, got my parts, got my bearing, got my new ball joint. Put the ball joint in already. This is a lot stiffer than the other one, which is what I want. Somehow, I don't know if I cross-threaded it or over-torqued it, or it was just junk. We basically took all the threads off the bolt. Hell yeah, that's dumb. This bearing is way more user... Ooh, let's just put that down before we wreck it. This bearing does what it's supposed to do. It bearings, it spins. And I'm probably gonna take and turn wheel bearings into like a yearly service thing. They were probably never designed to hold the weight that I'm expecting them to hold. You can tell we're getting the grease through with those little bits where it's pushing out. It's like popping a zit almost, kind of. Not really, it's not as disgusting as that. Well, I can officially say that bearing is greased. Socket fits like the ridge of this perfectly. Oh yeah. Beautiful. She went right down where she was supposed to go. I didn't even damage it. 15-year-old me wants to just take the ugly dug and do that, and I probably at 15 years old would have absolutely done that. But we're beyond that. We're more mature now. We might even have a hole lined up, people. We very well might. Oh yeah. We got all our new steering components that we had, which is just inner and outer tie rods. I also set up a little alignment thing, you know, those DIY at-home alignment bar things. Figured I should do something because I didn't do anything when I built the car. I don't know if it's right, but I put it at the specs that everything on the internet said, so fingers crossed. The illusion is that it's way out still, but the measurements say it is what it is. So that's what we're going with at this point. If I get it on the ground and it looks horrible, we'll try again. I didn't show you me doing it because I don't want to steer anybody in the wrong direction on something like that. Wow, there is a lot of fluid on the ground. What is that about? I mean, that's a lot. We better look at that. I'm concerned about all the oil on the ground. It's back by the transmission though, so that's probably fine. I also realized that my upper control arm bushings are completely junk and they're actually disintegrating in there. So we're gonna ignore that for a while. we'll put that on the list of things to do at some point in life. Not today, though. Well, that one just broke, so perfect. Apparently, don't go that tight. And that one's bent, so who knows how long that one's gonna last. This is going frickin' perfect. And we got oil. Let's go see what that's about. Oh yeah, that is definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot. It looks like it's probably transmission fluid. But why? Maybe we can air up the old rear suspension to give us enough space to get our fat gut up underneath there. Well, I can see it's dripping. I can't see where it's dripping from because I still can't get my fat head under there. But you can see it's dripping. It's clearly leaking. Maybe the camera can show me what's going on. Because I can't see anything. I mean, the transmission's way up here. Why is it leaking back here? What's going on? I think we're going to have to jack the back of the car up too. Son of, I got places to be. I found a bolt. Hopefully it fits. I also decided to reduce the amount of power I'm sending to these because that's not working. It's a little short, but hopefully we can make it work. I'm so disappointed about the transmission fluid all over the floor. We'll do the correct thing and just pretend we didn't see it for now because I gotta finish this. There's no sense even looking at that until I get this back together, as I'm going to start on that and then not finish this, and when I'm done with that I'll want to drive it, not to come back and finish this, and that's just going to annoy me. So we'll just finish it. Just be done. Even though it's stupid. I will say these brackets are pretty handy. Whether I did it correctly or not, that's a whole nother topic. But they helped, so we'll see once the car's on the ground. If it looks all wonky, we'll have to address that. But right now, it says it's set correctly. We'll see. I don't have much faith in myself, so a lot of doubt. I'm hoping we just got to get these brakes cleaned up, put everything back together, and we're done. Oh, good time to run out of brake cleaner. That's awesome. Oh yeah, we gotta look at that transmission because that's leaking everywhere. I've been sitting here thinking about it. What could it possibly be? And I'm not sure. Will we fix it? Well, probably. Will we fix it correctly? Not likely. But stay focused, Simon. Project at hand first. Let's deal with this, and then we'll deal with whatever's going on back there. No more wheel bearing noise. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Always make sure you pump enough grease in there that's oozing out and drops all over your garage floor, because that's how you know it's got enough. So this may seem a little odd. You'll see I got a bunch of license plates stacked in here. That's to protect my airbag, because I'm going to put a little weld here. I'm having a problem when my bags are all the way compressed, and with all the weight on them, the way they're compressing, it's creating what some are calling a vacuum seal. So it's basically inflating the bottom portion of the bag, and then all of a sudden it releases it at about 120 psi. It just releases and fills the top section of the bag, evening out the load.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and restrict how low it goes. I know that's counterintuitive to what I'm trying to achieve here, but if this fixes the problem, that's a 1/2 inch. These are 2-inch drop spindles. We should still come out ahead on the whole deal, hopefully. If I can alleviate that pop, I just feel that's gonna be better for the bag. So we're doing it. Yeah, it's metal on metal, but it was already metal on metal, so. And then this way the weight won't be completely compressed on those bags all the time. Praying it works. If not, we'll be grinding them back out of there and trying something different. It don't need much, it just needs to hold it from moving, basically, hopefully. Like I said, I want to try the theory before I commit to full-on welding crap in there, because that's miserable to cut back out. Ask me how I know. You don't have to ask. I'll tell you. It's because I do it all the time. I overestimate my abilities and do things wrong all the time. Is there a chance I forgot I got to replace the brake line yet? Well, honestly, it's more than a chance. It's straight up a fact. Yeah, I frickin' forgot. We got it here though, so we're gonna do it. No big deal. I just thought it was done, is all. How fast can we do this without making a huge mess? That's the real question. Maybe I should just get my brake pads out of the way because I feel like I'm gonna get them covered in brake fluid if I'm not careful. Just like I just did with my wrench. That was not good. This is all going as normal. Oh, perfect. I don't even have a freaking rag here. Damn it. Yeah, these are Christmassy because, well, they were bed sheets and I'm cheap. And they make good rags. Never did find where the leak was in this thing. So, hopefully that was the problem. Yeah. Oh, completely missing my drip pan. Go figure. The good thing is everything's getting covered with brake fluid, so it's getting really nice and slippery. So that's super helpful. Nope, I don't like that way. Let's change it. That looks promising. Oh my god, I got brake fluid everywhere. I probably should have went and bought more brake cleaner. Damn it. I found some, we're good. The one great thing about brake cleaner, other than its cleaning capabilities of oily substances, it's really good for finding cuts in your fingers as well. Yep, that's burning. That's burning a lot. This new brake line is shorter and everything. So we better just make sure she's gonna clear everything. That is gonna be an issue. It's already got her all pinched up in there. That will work for a while. It ain't gonna work for long though. So if we can move the securement point, maybe that'll give us what we need. That's at least the easiest first step. And I like easy. We'll crank her around the other way and see if we can have any other issues. I think that's our spot. All right, we can good left to right. How about up and down? I think that's it. Let's see what we got going on with the transmission. At first glance here, don't know, light, oh, that's dark. Let there be light, there it is. At first glance here, I don't see anything. Oh, that just almost dripped on the camera. This is where it's dripping from. I don't see anything obvious. I should have brought a rag with me. I didn't. I did bring some brake clean though. It's not working. Trying really hard not to just lay in this crap, because it is all over my floor. Oh, my arm's wet. I can feel it. I must have laid in it. Awesome. Oh, it's coming from the inside of the drive shaft yoke. That is interesting. I know what Simon's gonna do with that information right now. Absolutely nothing. I'll probably look into, maybe there's a seal in there that's gone bad or something. That's most likely the culprit. And I'm guessing the fact that the way the car's jacked up, sky high in the front and tail dragging in the rear, she's forcing that fluid out. So yeah, I mean, it took a week to get this. I'm not saying that's great, but I've had worse. As long as the transmission housing's not cracked and the case isn't cracked and there isn't nothing physically broken, I'll survive. I got leaks and everything. Oh yeah! Let's get this thing on the ground. I'm double checking everything and confirming I remember to do everything, like cotter keys on important suspension and steering components. greasing everything, and it looks like I did. I'm pretty happy with myself at this point. Can't get my jack out now. This is what I would consider its new ride height. It still has that rear tail dragger look to it, like the traditional lead sled, which I love. I believe we've lowered it here a little bit. Yep. It would be the full 26 inches, which would be the full 2 inches lower, but we have that block in there to stop her from, no, that doesn't make sense. It shouldn't matter when it's up. Well, we got 1.5 inches lower. I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe I need to adjust my pressures now and see how we ride. Especially now that it airs up without that pop-pop issue. I think we should take it for a test drive and see how she runs. Probably should get her warmed up and check that transmission fluid because that's low now, obviously, which is awesome. I have been struggling to get this camera going since the wind blew it over and smashed into the concrete. I've now changed the battery and reset it a couple times. The car is probably at temp, and I'm just trying to back it out of the garage at this point, so it's going normal. Anyways, let's try again. I'll let you see the old Belverado here as we back in front of it. Oh yeah, I'm already liking how it's sitting better. Way better. It doesn't look like it's practically shooting at the stars, which is what I'm doing. Shooting for the stars, baby. We ain't messing around. Test drive, straight to the freeway. 63 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour. It's running smoother than it ever did before. I even got my alignment better. That's impressive. Hell yeah! Heck yeah! Woo! I did put about 1/4 in the transmission, so that's not terrible. Hopefully it's enough. Guess we'll find out. Well, she survived the test drive as far as I can tell. I didn't see anything wrong. I haven't seen anything wrong. The wheel didn't fall off. There may be something down the line that we'll find, just like we found that wheel bearing while doing this job. And yeah, it took longer than it probably should have, but that's just how projects go sometimes. You find problems, you fix them along the way. That's what we did. We got the wheel bearing fixed, which I'm glad I found in the driveway. But here she is, laid out, completely aired out. Looks way better, at least to me, and that's all that really matters. If you like it too, that's just an added bonus. It just looks awesome. I don't know why my camera looks like it's got a big spot right there. Anyways, maybe it's the driveway. I don't know. This thing is just not doing so well since it fell over. Anyways, there it is. It's subtle, but it's sexy. Sweet. So that's how you put 2-inch drop spindles in a 1951 7.3 powered Ford shoebox dubbed the strokebox. Thanks for watching. Make sure you come back next time and see what else we're doing. It's probably something I shouldn't. That's what I like to do. I get an idea and I just run with it. I don't have the patience nor the money to either A, wait for others or pay for others. So I just do it myself and we just figure it out as we go. It'll get better, hopefully. Have a good one.